Welcome back to Just a Podcast. It is with great honor that I say I am joined with Izzy today, and just as always, we're just gonna jump right into it.
Great
Got studio audience with us tonight. 300 people.
Yeah,
came
thank
to
you.
see the show. It's great.
Yeah, for sure.
We're sponsored by Chick-fil-A for this episode.
We got Chick-fil-A up in the house.
Chick-fil-A, motto, tastes good.
Tastes good.
Tastes good.
I will say, eat more chicken.
Mhm.
I do not eat cows, so eat more chicken.
Eat more chicken. It's always spelled wrong. I like how they play to the cows. If they don't understand
Funny enough,
grammar.
I used to work for Chick-fil-A too. So, and then they tried to make me be the cow one time. And I was like, I'm claustrophobic. I can't do that.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, sorry. But yeah, no, it was an interesting time.
Certain questions, you get to kids, you don't know how to act in that suit too.
No.
Like, how tall are you? How do you can't speak.
I'm a short person too, so like how am I supposed to see above all these kids if I'm 5'3" over here? Probably 5'2" at the time. I just grew an inch last year, so we're getting taller. But it was an interesting time. I just went up to my manager and I was like, I'm claustrophobic and I feel like if I pass out in the suit, I'm gonna scare the kids. So I don't think that's a great idea. Yeah. But yeah, so if they did not make me be in the suit, we're all good. We're all good.
Oh man, it can be scary sometimes. Walking around. Chuck E. Cheese used to scare me whenever he would come out to the kids and wave and say hello. There's just something about his movements. Yeah. It did not look really human.
Yeah. No, I get that. No, I love Chuck E. Cheese. I just love when he came around and just like tossed tickets in the air and you were like, go get him. Like it was money, but it wasn't money. But yeah, so that was always an interesting time. But no, I can't remember a time I wasn't at Chuck E. Cheese when I was a child. So I can only imagine being scared of like the actual mouse.
I'm glad that the animatronics were not built in the location that I went to.
See, I think those would have freaked me out,
malfunctions during a song. It starts making weird noises. You go, Mom, for sure. I want to go home.
Yeah. No, that can definitely be frightening. Yeah.
Have you ever gone any rides at Disneyland or Disney World that are officially closed?
Closed.
Here, probably around 2016 or so, because I know they've added so many more rides.
No,
kicked away some old stuff.
Yeah, no, I've only been to Disney World when I was 6.
Okay.
So I have no idea which rides were open back then that are not today. But I do have a funny story because I was 6 years old. I didn't want to get on anything. Like I was the kid who was like, I just want to go see Mickey. Like I just want to go see the princesses. I want to see the fireworks. I do not want to get on any rides. So my mom, she would always have to sit with me while my brother and my dad went on rides. And she was like, I'm going to try and get her on one ride. She chose the Tower of Terror.
Oh, boy.
For little 6-year-old me. And so she's like, look, it doesn't look scary. And so I don't know why I thought it wasn't, because it's literally called Tower of Terror. And we get in line for it. Well, there's like a ghost story like along with it. So that freaked me out. Then we get on the ride. They strap you in and I'm like freaking out. And then they drop you. And I'm like, by the time that like the elevator doors opened from the ride, I fell on the ground and praised Jesus that I was alive that day. Because I was terrified the whole time. But no, I would love to go back to Disney World and even Disneyland, because I have never been since I've been 6. So I have no idea what has come and gone now because so much has changed since then.
So much stuff.
But no, I definitely would like to go to Disneyland just so I can say I've been once. But yeah, so I have no clue what's changed, and I just remember that, and then I remember we took pictures with the Power Ranger. And that's like all I remember from that trip. So. But no, it was a good time.
The Power Ranger is actually in the audience today.
Yeah, hey, look at that. Wow. I haven't seen you in 14 years.
Yeah, 14 years.
Still remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah. We talked to Bill. He figured out everything. And
wow. Okay. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. Talk to you later.
Yeah. There's a lot of giant wasps in Orlando, Florida.
Really?
Really huge.
Wow.
They're pretty scary creatures.
No. Gosh.
Much like the big old moths we've had to
no, not the moth. No. When I tell you that moth flew in my face, it like my life flashed before my eyes because it literally just went in my face. And I just jumped up, and I don't think I ruined a take, but it was before a take happened, and I was like, I'm so sorry, but my life just flashed before my eyes. But yeah, those moths were huge. Yeah. They scared me. And moths really only eat like clothes or like, what's it? Not clothes, but they eat like certain fabrics or something.
Interesting.
So that's like really all you need to be concerned about. But so when one's flying right at your face, you're like,
you gotta go.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, we're leaving. Time to wrap up.
Time to wrap it up. Like, let's get out of here. Yeah, no, for sure. Those things were frightening. But I'm sure we'll see plenty more this Saturday. We'll have to
endure just another round of moths.
The last round of giant moths, hopefully.
They were sitting down, I think, during a take. And a moth hit him in the chest.
Oh,
and he ran up. And I remember Erica kind of looked over and was like, sorry, I got hit by a moth. I had to walk away.
No, those were scary. Those were really scary. I don't know how you prevent moths coming on your set. Right. I mean, we are literally inviting them with our bright lights shining in the middle of the woods. So, if anybody has any tips in the audience of how to get rid of giant moths.
Yes, we will take it. Gladly take it. We have a moth box where you can put a little notepad or note card in the box. We'll read it and see how we can take care of the moths for Saturday shoot.
Please. Too many moths. But I did kill one, so I maybe angered them. So I think that's on me. Because I killed one of them because he was on the ground and I stepped on him because he was annoying me. And I think that's where they got their revenge when it flew in my face. So, you got your revenge. Let's peace, please. No peace. More. No more moths. No more moths, please.
My theory is the moths we've had to endure are probably, they don't like the light. I think they are against the light. Okay. Especially with the way they've been banging up against the light. It's very aggressive. There's a clink, clink, clink. You hear their bodies hitting the lights.
That makes sense.
So it's like, please, we need darkness. Turn off the lights. We can't. We don't want this.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense, especially because they're being very
attacking everyone that has light on. Like, turn off the lights.
Oh my gosh, Daniel with his white hoodie, he's never wearing white again, like ever in his life, because he would jump into the set, and if they started talking, he would run away and be like, just let me know when you're ready, because they were all over him, and I felt horrible. But I was sitting by one of the lights, and even just sitting by one, you get it all over your back, so I eventually had to move. But yeah, I felt bad for Daniel because he was just covered in white and it was just reflecting it. But no, that's an interesting theory. I think you might be right. I don't know how we can test it, but
there's only one way to find out.
I don't really know how we could test that, but that's an interesting theory. I might agree with that.
I think that my tactic was keep moving. You keep moving. You get behind someone, 15 seconds, move. 15 seconds is as much as you can stay still, but you got to keep moving.
No, that makes sense.
The moth I got to go to someone that's still, that's stationary.
That's very true. But it is very hard when you're trying to adjust the camera and they're all over. But I don't think the camera people really got most of it. Like, I'm just in the back trying to take notes on all of the scenes and being like, okay, this take was good and this take was good. And then it just came at me. But again, I think it was the revenge thing. So who knows? Right. That might be the thing that happened. But who knows?
They might also be stunt bugs from a very old 70s or 50s movies that haven't had the spotlight in a long time. Go, a film set. We could get our spotlight back. Come on, everybody. We could be used again.
No, for sure. I was really interested because I did notice in one of the takes that there was a bug kind of flying around like in front of Mark's face. And I was like, I wonder if we got that. Because it would definitely put like more authentication in like we're camping in the woods and there's like a bug just flying around his face. I don't know if the camera picked that up, but if it did, I think that'd be really cool to add to the film, because it's like it just really shows like, yeah, we are actually at a campsite, we are all sweating our butts off, we are all out here in the heat and we're dying of thirst, and we're like, we got to take a water break. Like, it's the real thing. I got tan from the shoot, so you know, it's a whole thing. So I think it would really put something a little extra into the film if we got some bugs flying around in the background. But hopefully no big shadows from the big moths banging up against the lights. Yeah, no. But yeah, I noticed that and I was like, when if the camera got that? Because that'd be kind of cool.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
You get there at night and all these moths are all together in a giant form to create a huge mega moth.
Oh, and no.
You're not filming today. They come at us.
I never even thought of that. My biggest concern was like, what if a wild animal just pops out of nowhere? Like, what's the game plan? But I never thought of if all the bugs just decided to
just morph
together and create, like, I don't even know what we would do then. Like, I don't think any amount of bug spray can prevent that. Because I don't even know how to respond to that. That would be frightening. Yeah. Like, I would run for my car, and whoever is not in the car by the time I am pulled out, like, they're being left behind, because I'm not dealing with that.
Not today.
No.
Or any day.
No, please no. Please no bugs come after me like that. That is just frightening. I cannot even imagine.
We heard some noises the second night. Nate and I, we were standing, and he's like, do you hear that? We kept hearing the crackling in the bushes. And he said, I don't know what that is, but it's making noise.
Oh,
and
no.
Then he even put a little audio bite in
I think that was why the second night I didn't really stand by Nate, because the first night he was saying the same thing. He was like, oh, I think there's a coyote out here. And I'm like, why are you freaking me out? Like, you know, so I moved somewhere else to where I wouldn't hear that stuff, because I was like definitely freaked out the first night. I was like, all right, let's wrap it up. But the second night I was pretty chilling. But no, like he kept saying like, oh no, I think there's a coyote. And then that's when the group of teenagers come out, and I was like, yeah, nice coyotes. Like a nice pack of coyotes. Yeah. Just those teenagers wandering from who knows where. But yeah, no, he was freaking me out the first night, so I was like, I'm gonna go sit over here. As much as I love Nate, I was like, I was enjoying the time. We shared a bag of Skittles. It was a good time. But no, I could not stand next to him during the night, because he was just like, yeah, I think I hear coyotes, or what if something pops out of nowhere? And you're like, yeah, okay, I'm always going to be on edge if I'm talking to you in the middle of the night.
Billy Mays just pops out. It's like, Billy Mays here with a new OxyClean product. We're like, oh, it was you this whole time. Oh, my goodness. Why didn't you say something?
Oh, my goodness,
We'd be happy to, for sure, just bring them on out.
Yeah, no, for sure. Gosh, oh, my goodness, yeah, no. That would be something. That would be something.
Billy Mays. Whoa. Wow.
That would, yeah. Okay. But he would be wearing white, right, though? So he may attract all the bugs. Yeah. Let's save Daniel.
Daniel.
He's got all the white, clean stuff on. Save Daniel some bug endeavors.
We're just gonna have to dip people in bug spray. Just bring a big old tub of plastic and
because it wasn't even just like our skin. Like we were trying to cover up, and they were just attacking our jacket. So it's like, do we just need to start doing laundry in our bug spray? Just get rid of all the bugs. Like, goodness, didn't know we need this much bug repellent.
Right, we're gonna have to teach everyone Doctor Strange magic or something. You know, moth come. And make a portal. Close it.
Clean. Get all the bugs out of here. Yeah. We have to open a lot of portals for that, though, because there are a lot of bugs. A lot of bugs.
We just go back in time to 2004, and we create an alternate reality where the moths do not bother us.
Can you imagine just randomly a giant moth just comes out of nowhere?
Yeah.
And you're like, where did that even come from? Like, we're in the middle of civilization. And like, you know, where did this come from? You know, that's an interesting theory. It could work.
I just popped through on the first day of practice. Hi, this is 2054 Michael. You're going to be shooting at Needle Rock. Don't worry. Moths are taken care of. Disappeared. What what's he talking about? Then you get on set and then you realize, there's no moths. He must have done something.
Look at that. Yeah. We appreciate that. If that actually happens. If that actually happens, we appreciate it.
Future Michael, well, hopefully he'll appear. Maybe it's him trying to get the moths away in the trees.
Yeah, that's very true. There's a whole bunch of possibilities that could be true.
I remember we were driving to location both days, and Scottsdale has some interesting stores and restaurants nearby. It's pretty fancy.
No, yeah, for sure. Like, I drove both the actresses, and one of them at one point said, like, you're in Scottsdale when you look around at all the cars and you just feel poor because all the cars are so fancy and nice and clean. And I'm just like, in my 2004 Toyota Camry, like, am I being judged right now?
What's going on?
Because everybody's driving around with these like Priuses and all this other nice cars. And I saw a really nice Mini Cooper. Like, that thing was shiny.
Wow.
And I was like, I didn't know a Mini Cooper could look that
nice. Wow.
But yeah, no, like, I was like, you're right. But I've been in that area a few times. My uncle lives out there. So yeah, it's definitely interesting how they kind of blend in with like the desert kind of feel of it. Because like all the buildings are like very tan and they like keep all the cacti around and stuff. So it looks very like desert like. So it's really cool. But yeah, no, it's definitely a nice area. But yeah, both the girls in the back were like taking pictures while we were driving through, and they were like, "Yeah, we're from here, but it just looks so different." And did you pass the horses?
The horses
on the way there?
Yes.
Yeah, the one of them was so excited to see all the horses, and I'm from Texas, so I'm used to seeing horses a lot. So she was just like, "Oh my gosh, there's horses!" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I haven't seen those in a while." Yeah. But no, back in Texas, there's one area where some of the security people will ride horses around. So I'm so used to seeing horses everywhere that it just doesn't even like come across of like something different in Arizona.
Whoa.
Like, yeah. So, but yeah, no, it was a fun drive. It's really gorgeous out there for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm a very clumsy fellow, and on set we were on those pebbles. I kept getting my foot caught in a rock and I'd fall over. No. There's a shot where you see the camera shake because I tripped, caught myself. Whoa.
Yeah, I know. No, I would not look up until I got to my destination because I am
Pebble
also
1, Pebble 2,
yeah,
Pebble 3.
No, I am also a very clumsy person. So if you notice, whenever you walk with me, I look down a lot, and that is because I am trying to make sure I don't trip over anything. Like I always say when I walk down Lope's Way, if I do not look down, I will trip because that's happened before. Like anytime I look up, immediately after I trip. And it's insane how many times that has happened to me. So I'm like, I have to look down when I walk. Like I just have to know where I'm stepping or else I'm going to trip and fall because I am that clumsy of a person.
I'm glad we didn't have to do the original location. I remember Dylan said, this is 10 minutes in. We went more than this. We went up that mountain and filmed up there. And whoa.
Yeah.
That's insane. Yeah. Imagine carrying all the red camera and all that stuff, a 90-degree incline. It falls over. Someone's got to pay for it.
Yikes.
I said, well,
no. Yeah.
Glad we didn't do that.
No. Yeah. No, I like our location. It's very nice. The first area is very shady, so I appreciated that. It's really not that far of a drive when you think about it, because I'm used to driving 2-3 hours just to get to another city in Texas. So it's like a 1 hour drive. I used to do that on the weekends just to see my best friend. So it's not even. That's why I offered to drive, because I was like, I'll drive. It's an hour. I don't care. Because they were talking about staying out there, and I was just like, yeah, well, if it's not in our budget, like I don't mind driving back. Like it's only an hour, you know. But so I enjoyed the drive, but. Yeah, it's always nice.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't sleep out there, because we probably would have had to sleep in the site, you know.
No.
Then probably would have stayed up and said, now's my chance. I'm still wearing the costume.
No.
Now's my chance to really set the tone.
No, that was frightening. In the middle of the night with barely any lights, just this guy in a Bigfoot costume. Just standing there. Like, I was terrified. Like, I felt bad. One of the actresses actually told me the next day that she just could not stop thinking about Bigfoot running at her before she went to sleep. And I was like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, no, like eventually I fell asleep, but it was just like horrifying. Yeah. And I was like, because just seeing him in the full suit was just scary enough as it is. Like, yeah, like the lighting and then just the woods in the back, it was frightening. So seeing him just run at them, I can only imagine actually being the person being run at. So kudos to our actors. Y'all are doing a great job. Appreciate
Fantastic.
y'all. But yeah, no, I do like all the actors. They're very funny. I talk about when I cracked up laughing at Mark, who, because my thing is like, if I can look at the scripts and see what they're saying, of course, it's like no longer funny to me because I already know what they're going to say. But Mark is just improv king and just going fully off book. And especially the part where we just added where he climbs up the tree and jumps down, I lost it. Because I was like, I don't know where to look. Like, I can't look at him, but even if I do, I can still hear him. And it's like, so I had to walk away. Yeah. And it was for the shot. But yeah, they're doing a great job. And even Nate was saying, like, I could never be an actor because doing a summoning Bigfoot bit when people are actually around us, like, that takes a lot of, like, not caring what people think to be able to do that. So, yeah, definitely kudos to our actors. Right. We love y'all. You're doing great.
Daniel is kind of a character himself. Whenever I turn the character to him, he just becomes this character, and it's great.
I have always, like, because I've seen all of his, like, a majority of his acting stuff, and I've always just wanted to, like, actually be there when he acts and stuff. But yeah, no, he's definitely a character. He definitely takes every role that he has seriously. Because I remember in production 2, we had one where we had to like write a script and pass it on to another group, and that group had to make your film and then pass it on, and then the next group would have to edit it. Wow. And it was stressful time. But anyway, so Daniel's group got my group script, and I helped come up with the idea that we should do like these scientists who were like recalling an event where like they created a monster or something, and Daniel just ran with it. He was like mad scientist guy. He's like obsessed like with like their creation and everything. Like it was so great seeing that back because like he just full sended. Right. And so I always wanted to like see him actually act, but no, I've only ever like worked with him when he's behind the scenes. So hopefully do get to see that someday. But no, he's definitely a character. Yeah. Definitely a character.
My aunt kind of came through for
our
group.
We love her. Yes, I'm glad she did because I enjoyed the food. I came back home and my boyfriend was like, "What'd you eat today?" And I told him, and he was like, "You look like you have like a little bit of a food baby. Like you ate a lot of food." And I was laughing. But yes, no, thank you to your aunt. The food was very good. I probably had like 2 portions each time we ate something. So I love the food.
It was like, come back to your food.
No, I would like go get food, make sure everybody else ate, and then I would go for seconds because I love pasta in general. So I was obsessed with the food.
And America on the first day said, "We're having the cake," and I didn't think we should have it on the first day, and Dylan didn't tell me this until later. Yeah. Erica's very sad to know we weren't having it on the first day. You could hear her and her voice,
oh no.
Okay, I guess.
No. Yeah, and no, the cake was really good. No, I do. I'm also a very picky cake person. So the fact that I ate like my whole slice is actually a very good thing. So, cause, no, I like, I'm not the biggest chocolate cake fan. Like I can eat it, but after a while it just gets way too rich for me. And I get so full and I'm like tired of it. But no, I ate that whole thing. Well, at least my slice, not the whole cake. Right. I can't do that. But yeah, no, I'm more of like a vanilla cake person. I love carrot cake. But no, that cake was really good. Right. That was a good cake.
It was a great cake.
Yeah. And I love cheesecake. For anyone who's wondering what kind of cakes Izzy likes. She likes cheesecake. So, but yeah, no, I enjoyed the chocolate cake. Yeah. It was very good. I was the first one who got a slice too. So
yep. I was going
for it.
Man, so my sugar tolerance over the years has reduced quite significantly. I see a candy bar, I go, I can't even think of consuming this thing. It is too much sugar.
Oh, yeah.
It'll go through my bloodstream for the last 2 weeks.
Oh, my God.
I won't need sugar for 2 weeks. I'm good.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I definitely gotten better about that because like a big candy bar, yeah, I'm kind of the same way. Like I can take maybe a bite, but I have to put it away after that. So I always get my favorite candy is M&Ms because they're not like big portions. Like you can eat just a little bit and then save some, and then they just like make like a nice little like centerpiece for your table to just have M&Ms in a small bowl, and you just grab some. Right. Anybody can just go grab some. So I like M&Ms because those aren't too rich. They're not like too sugary to where you can only have like 4 and you're fine, you know. And they're just the right amount of chocolate. So, and I do like dark chocolate. Dark chocolate's really good. So, yeah. Those are the candies that I like.
Go-to candies.
Yeah.
I never got into energy drinks ever, really.
No, me neither. I know a few people had some on the set. I had one energy drink one time. I stayed up all night. I could not sleep.
Wow.
I was wide awake, and it wasn't even like I was energized. Like my whole body was tired. But the minute I was like, okay, I'm going to go to sleep, nothing. Like it just, and I think that's kind of why I'm also not a huge energy drink person. But I've also just heard like, again, like a lot of horror stories about like people who drink too much energy drinks. They end up having like heart attacks at like 30. It's, you know, you really have to limit yourself when it comes to energy drinks. Like you can't be having them every day. You gotta like, you know, have them every once in a while because you know it's not good for you to have them all the time. But I can drink the Stampedes here at campus, not all the time, but they don't keep me up. I don't really think they're that effective. But who knows? They might affect more people, but I do have a very high caffeine tolerance. I can drink coffee at night and still knock out. So, but yeah, no, like the Stampedes here, they're good for like some of the flavors, I think, but just the Stampede by itself, I usually can't do.
Right.
But yeah, no, I've never. What I had was a Rockstar. Was the one time I stayed up all night.
Wow.
The Rockstar just got to me, but I know a lot of people like Bangs, and I've never had a Red Bull before, but I know a lot of people like Red Bull. But yeah, no, I'm never big on energy drinks. I just, you know, I tell people coffee is good. We lost power.
We lost the light, folks. We lost the light.
Oh, they're back. Talk about lost energy.
Talk about energy. The camera just said, I need a break real fast, and then the lights went out.
Oh, no. Okay, we're back.
We're back.
But yeah, no, I never got into the energy drink thing ever either. But no, I definitely prefer coffee. I have my cup of coffee in the morning. Sometimes I'll have 2. I'm ready to go for the day.
Okay.
So,
are you a donut dipper in the coffee, or is that where you draw the lines? Like the coffee, donut separate. I do not.
I've never thought about dipping it in coffee. I don't think I could do that though, because I feel like a donut is something that can definitely just by itself. I wouldn't say I'm totally against it. Like if people actually like that, I honestly am interested in trying that. I've never heard of that.
Right.
But I definitely preferably think that I'm also like a type of person who's like, these foods are technically separate kind of thing. Like I have to have them separate. But yeah, no, I think I prefer the donut on the side of the coffee. But I'm not a huge donut person either. Like I'll have one every once in a while. But if I have something with the coffee, it'd usually be like a muffin. Like I'm a huge blueberry muffin person, or a bagel. I love Einstein's.
Yeah.
I will sponsor Einstein's till the day I die.
Yeah.
Like Einstein's is a great place to get a bagel and a coffee. So good, so good.
Bill, when he has his coffee, he takes the donut and he stuffs it in there, and he drinks the coffee and eats the donut at the same time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've never heard of doing that. No, I don't know. Okay, I can see maybe a dip, but to put the whole thing in
he
there,
just
I don't.
stuffs it in there.
Ooh,
Really gets his hand in there and drinks and eats it.
Although I think that would prevent from having to add sugar to your coffee. I think it definitely would add a little bit more flavor to it. But I don't think I could stick a whole donut in my coffee and drink it. No, I have to have my coffee. I always have my coffee just I like almond milk in my coffee.
Okay.
So I add like my almond milk creamer, and that's it. That's all I put in my coffee. Because I don't mind black coffee. I just need a little bit of sweetness in it. But I also don't like it overly sweet. So I just put a little bit of my almond milk, and that's how I have my coffee.
That's it.
That's it.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
No donuts in it.
No donuts.
No donuts.
No donuts in my coffee.
Yeah, that squishiness and that meatiness of the donut. I take it would be quite an interesting mix of.
Yeah, I'm just trying to picture it. Like I don't even. That poor donut. I'm sorry. I have to say that poor donut.
Yeah, that poor donut.
That's who does that to a donut? No.
Yeah, Bill does apparently.
I'm sorry, but I can't see that.
We draw the line.
If you want to defend your case, I'm open to listening to your case, but I don't think I can do that. Mm-hmm. For sure.
He's just an interesting fella, Bill. He's quite an interesting fella.
Yeah, apparently.
He eats his fries with honey mustard. And
interesting.
Dips it. He soaks it. Fries in the honey mustard. It's a sea of honey mustard. You can't even see the fries anymore.
And
then he eats it that way.
There's a lot of people like that because my boyfriend, he likes honey mustard. I could think he would do fries with honey mustard, but his thing is, so we like going to Waffle House and go to Waffle House. Waffle House is a great place.
Everybody.
By the way, Waffle House is a great place to eat. But we go to Waffle House and I always just put just a little bit of butter, just a couple circles of syrup, and I'm ready to go. He takes the syrup and just sits there letting it pour, and it's just a pool of syrup. And like you said, it's not even waffles anymore. Mm-hmm. It's syrup with a side of waffles. Yeah. Like, it's crazy amount. So I guess just some people just like, having that soaked whatever, fries, waffles, whatever it is. But I don't get it because I just, it's too soggy for me. Like, it needs to still have, like, because, like, sometimes waffles can be, like, a little bit crunchy. I still like to have that crunch. Like, the sogginess just ruins it. So I like having a crunchy fry or a crunchy waffle. Right. So I do not recommend. But, you be you.
Right. That's why the lights turned off. Someone in the studio audience grabbed the griddle and decided to cook pancakes. And they said, I got to turn off the lights to do it real quick. I was like, whoa. We had to get the security guard in here. Yeah, like, you can't cook in here. It's not the kitchen friendly.
Yeah. No.
He's cooking them outside right now, I guess. Yeah.
No, for sure. No. Oh my gosh. No. Yeah. There's such thing as too much on something. Like I believe in small portions of everything, because just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, it's perfection. But for the people who like large amounts, I'm not gonna. Yeah. Okay, I will kind of judge you, but I won't convince you to not do otherwise. But no, I will. There will be a little bit of judgment, but it's all friendly.
It's friendly judgment.
All friendly judgment out here.
Are you a Jello person or a gelato person?
Ooh, see, I grew up with Jello, but I really like gelato. So that's an interesting question. I think I would have to say gelato.
Okay.
I do like gelato a lot because I don't know. I think Jello kind of just reminds me more of when I was a kid. But if I had to choose, I think definitely gelato would be more the go-to. But I haven't had either in a long time. So,
yeah.
Because, but no, I do like gelato. I would definitely go for some gelato right now.
Yeah. Gelato.
Hey, I'm proud of myself. That's the first time I fumbled with my words during this. So I've been messing up my words all day. So I was kind of nervous. I was like, I'm supposed to go do a podcast. I cannot talk today.
I got a notebook. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Just spelling the alphabet. Potato. P-O-T-A-T-O.
But yes, I definitely could go for some gelato right now. And I definitely choose that over Jello.
Does anyone have... Oh, someone's eating it right now. They held up their bowl.
Give me my gelato. Yeah, no, that definitely sounds good now.
That sounds great. Man, I just imagine if we did a prequel to Looking for Bigfoot, to see Danielle and how she went about her scheme.
Yeah, that would be very interesting.
Yeah.
See, but I think I'm rooting for the Mark spinoff because I really want to know Mark's backstory because apparently his mother had a vision that he was destined for greatness.
Yeah, it's destined for
greatness. And his father is apparently God.
Yeah.
So, I really want a Mark backstory. But no, like, definitely I think each character I think would have an interesting little spinoff. Because Mark's definitely would be interesting. Danielle, just the whole behind the scenes kind of plot thing, I think would be cool. Just to see how she played everything out. Yeah. And then, is it Angelina? Yeah, Angelina, it just, be interesting just to see, like, where the whole thing with the germs came from. Right. Like, how much does that really affect her life? Like, is it mostly just in the woods that it's, like, really on edge and stuff? Because, they're outdoors. It's a little bit more likely. And then also how she would survive in COVID. Because COVID is, like... everything needs to be like sanitized, wiped down, everything. So it'd be interesting to see how she takes on COVID, because COVID did not exist in the 80s, which is when it's taking place. So I definitely would like to see different spinoffs for each character. Right. But I think the one I'm most interested in is Mark. Right. Mark has a very interesting character. Apparently, he tried to swallow a sword one time. Like, I want to know all the details. Like,
this man's got a backstory.
This man has done a lot, apparently. At least, so he says. So I would definitely like the backstory on Mark. But yeah, no, I think all the characters definitely have some interesting like backstories, side stories that I'd be interested in trying to capture again sometime.
We can morph it into Stranger Things too, possibly. Bring the universes together. Yeah. And boom.
Interesting.
Season 5 is Mark, Angelina, and Danielle. Wait, what? There's monsters now? What? We have to help you now?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's funny. Actually, never seen Stranger Things.
Okay.
So, disclaimer, never seen Stranger Things. Sorry, everybody, never seen it. But no, like I know a little bit about it. But no, I just never saw it. But but no, that'll definitely be interesting. Maybe after that happens, I will go watch it. I'll definitely try and add that to my Netflix list. So, but yeah, so sorry everybody, haven't seen Stranger Things.
Sorry everybody. Please stay for the rest of the show. We promise.
I know y'all are mad. Power Ranger, I'm sorry to let you down. But yeah, no, I have not seen it. So that's okay.
I've heard, references and things about it, and I just haven't seen it myself.
Really? Okay. Interesting. Yeah. No, I'm more of a comedy person. So I give a big shout out to the show Friends.
Right.
I'm a huge Friends fan. But yeah, no, I do like comedy. I like some drama shows, but the most recent one I think I've watched show-wise was Cobra Kai on Netflix. It's a great show. Okay. Speaking of the 80s, Karate Kid came out in the 80s. Kid. And this show is kind of the a future from, the two main characters. Daniel and Johnny are all grown up and they have their own lives now, and they kind of come back into the same circle of each other, and it's very like cheesy, still has like that 80s feel to it at times because Johnny's still kind of stuck in the 80s. So very good show. I love it. I recommend it because it's just very good, very entertaining, easy binge watch. Right. Like I enjoy that show. So go watch Cobra Kai.
All right, Cobra Kai. The blackness that you saw will return in a moment title screen. There's probably an ad for Cobra Kai playing for the folks at home.
Yes.
Don't be alarmed if you see it. It was just an ad. It was not a scary, government message, and the TV starts acting a little weird, making weird noises. What's going on? Mom? TV's acting weird again. Yeah. You sure it's not the router this time? No, what's going on here?
No. Yeah.
I haven't had that happen to me before.
Really?
The TV just starts acting strange.
Weird. No, last night I had my lights go out. But it was only in my room. So we knew it was like the breaker or something. Like something just flipped or something. I don't know. But we were trying to figure out which one it was, and we just were doing all the switches and turned everybody else's lights off. And I was like, oh no. So, but we finally got it back on. But it scared me. I was because I don't remember what I was doing, but all of a sudden it just went. And I was like, why are we in the dark?
What's going on?
So definitely is frightening though. Like you never know what's happening, and it's just you never expect it either. Right. So it's like, what do we do in this situation, But hopefully there is no ghost in my room haunting me.
It's probably Bill. He probably just wanted to stop by and say, he has a certain way he likes to introduce himself.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Say, hey,
okay.
You got to be on the podcast. Let me turn off the lights here and leave a note. And,
okay, yeah.
Hey, it's Bill, Lowe's, and Caps. And then, a little note card. Hey, Lowe's, it's me.
Yeah.
Bill.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, that makes sense. Cool. All right, I'll know for next time.
He likes to use Lowe's and Caps.
Okay.
It's just a thing you figure out. You could say Lowe's now? Whoa.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I will definitely keep an eye out for that next time. Keep that in mind.
He probably forgot to bring the note. He just turned out the lights and realized she probably won't know what's going on. And he didn't even know how to fix the lights. He just turned around. Oh, I don't even know how to fix this.
Yeah, that would make sense. Awkward. Just kind of ran away once we came out trying to get the breaker. Trying to get the breaker fixed. He just scurries off. I was like, can't get caught. I'm supposed to be a secret. It's like, I'm supposed to be long gone.
It's supposed to be a 15-second thing. I've been here for 2 days.
Oh, no.
Someone's walking through. Do you go here? I'm not here.
No, I'm not here. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. This is a figment of your imagination.
Yeah. You don't see me. I'm wearing camouflage. I'm completely invisible.
These are not the droids you were looking for.
Exactly.
Disappear.
Exactly. Yeah.
What type of movie genre would you say you're most gravitated towards?
Yeah, I would say I'm more towards like the nonfiction stuff. I like something that's real because it's like a real life event. There's some sort of story from it. I just find those very like heartfelt and touching. So I enjoy like nonfiction. I do enjoy like a good drama at times. But yeah, I like any kind of story that kind of just focuses on like the real world type of stuff. Just cause like that's kind of the stuff I want to kind of make too, later on. But I'm also a big, like huge 80s movie nerd. And so that's another reason why I really like that we're doing this film in the 80s, in the 80s, because I just think like the film aesthetics in the 80s was just so interesting and unique and cool and stuff. So, but yeah, no, I definitely like something that's a little bit more real.
Right.
I'm not super into like the fantasy sci-fi kind of stuff. I will try and watch them from every once in a while just to like, expand my horizons a bit. But I definitely venture more towards like the nonfiction, the more real type stuff. And then I always like a good comedy.
Yeah.
Anything that can make me laugh.
That's good.
But those are the ones I definitely enjoy more than most, I would say.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings, you gotta sit down, especially the extended edition.
I've never watched Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
No.
You shall not pass.
Yeah, I've never watched it, but I knew that wasn't my type of movie, and if I ever do get the chance to watch it one day, I'll try to, but I hear about it and I'm like, I just don't know if that's my type of genre. Right. And some people are just like that, so people who keep telling me to watch it, I'm sorry, it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah, it's
not my cup of tea. It's
a lot. It's a lot.
It is a lot,
you sit down and you gotta time out the bathroom break. Okay, 1 minute 15, an hour 15. Use the bathroom, pause, and then come back. 2 hour 35.
It's a lot.
Pizza? Question mark. Allowance money enough? Question mark.
This is just me writing down the schedule for the shoots too. It's like, okay, at this time we're gonna be filming this scene, and then possible dinner. Like, I don't know when we're gonna eat, but it'll be around this time hopefully. But yeah, no, that's my job, making the schedule, figuring all that stuff out. So, so far everything has run smoothly. We moved a few things around, but we're all good. And hopefully we'll be done this weekend. We can just all relax as the edit hopefully goes well.
Yeah. The editing stage just takes its course.
Yeah. No, I was talking to Chris the other day, and he was like, "This is gonna be a lot," and I was like, "Yes, it is." Yeah. But he should have help. Right. So that is good, but my job is almost over, so I'm very excited about that. But but I've enjoyed it.
Clock out.
Clock out. Time to go. Wrap it up. No, but I have enjoyed being like on the set and like doing all my stuff as AD and just getting to make a good film for one last hurrah.
Right.
Yeah.